I just want to hear your story first. So tell me a little bit about yourself, your upbringing, what you went through, and then how you got to where you are today.
Okay, yeah, so this is a little more unconventional than your average podcast guest, but I was the product of a single mother. I grew up kind of misbehaving, I guess you could say. I never really learned my lesson. I was a wild kid that had bad role models, and I emulated them, and that got me into some serious trouble. I caught myself. I joined the Marine Corps. I didn't really clean up my act, and I got discharged. And when I came back home, I got into some more serious trouble, and deservedly so, it sent me to prison for 8 years. So I deserved every day that I sat in there, and I used it to better myself and learn new things and instill discipline. And the same discipline that I learned in there and in the Marine Corps, I use now to benefit my life. So I was released, and there were a lot of challenges I had to overcome. Just, zero credit, the bad rap of being an ex-con. But, I didn't let that stop me. And I dove into learning everything I could about real estate. I had the very fortunate advantage of a cousin that was a mentor to me. He pretty much showed me the resources to study up on, and I soaked it all up, learned everything I could, and I hit a home run on a house hack, and I've been rolling ever since. So real estate is awesome. It's changed my life.
Yeah, and I think, tell me if I'm wrong, but I think you probably learned a ton from the experiences that you went through and having to face adversity. So you're probably way better off right now, having gone what you've gone through. Obviously, you wish that you didn't, but going through, what did you learn as far as like every time you faced adversity, getting hit in the face, getting back up and going after it? Because, after so many times you would think that, you'd fall down, but you just kept going. And now, I mean, you're at a point right now where you have multiple properties, and you're doing excellent, and you're doing a lot right now. So what kind of did you learn from that?
I mean, I have said this before, and I've caught a lot of feedback from it, but I think it would be a benefit to a lot of people to take a sabbatical to kind of learn about themselves. I mean, day-to-day life is very busy. There's tons of distractions. Modern life is crazy. I mean, social media, and you're constantly facing an onslaught of distractions. And the time that I spent away in there allowed me to learn what my true strengths are, what my weaknesses are, and to build upon my weaknesses. And when it comes to real estate, I face so much just actual physical adversity about, where I live and the environment I live. So when it comes to taking risk, I really don't have much fear. I kind of feel that that's a benefit to me, because what's the worst that can happen? I mean, if I lose everything I have, which I won't, because I've educated myself to, buy properly and, operate my business properly. But if I were to, I mean, how low can I go? If I have a bathroom with a door on it, I'm happy. So I think the advantage there is it's kind of twofold. I'm not fearful, but yet the adversity I've faced has helped me, be stronger and find out how to be a problem solver at all times.
Yeah, no, I think that's crucial right there. I think the same exact thing. My wife and I actually spoke about this too. We actually, at nighttime, we will put our phones away, because social media and, all those outlets, it's a distraction. And, you kind of just compare yourself to others, and it's hard, like you said, to figure out who you are and, where you're going, where are your goals. It's hard to, for me, I have a house hack in one property. I'm comparing myself to, these big shots with so many properties. Not only that, but just self-imaging and everything. So I think that's huge to take time to yourself, like you said, and just figure out who you are and what your goals are, where you want to be. And, a break from social media, I think, could benefit a lot of people. But yeah, you've learned a lot. Let's go into like the overview of your portfolio right now.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. I'm still residing in the house hack that I started off with. When you're paying very little of the mortgage, it's kind of hard to leave that situation because there's so much freedom there. But with the equity that I gained upon that purchase, I have bought 4 other properties since. I actually ended up selling one. That one was kind of a pain in the backside, so I had to get rid of it. And I didn't lose money on it. I just lost the headache. I actually gained some money. So I live in a duplex. I own 2 more duplexes and a single family that I have a Section 8 tenant in, and that's going splendid. I actually would like to pick up more Section 8 type properties.